Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Talk Season 3.
Woo! New
Fuck
year,
the
new talk.
club. Fuck the club. Yeah, fuck the club. Fuck the... It's really season 3, girl.
We're here. We're
And we're
live,
queer.
and it's been a wild ride. Honestly, not just to be like, oh, it's been such a wild ride, but if you really look back at the OG raw footage of us,
Girl,
bitch.
what?
Not only do you see
Girl,
like our glow up, but like our glow up.
the fact that it's been 3 seasons, I mean, we're going into our third season right now. Um, Insane. I think honestly, like iconic. And also, like, if you've been an OG the Tuck listener and
Following through.
like you've been through the iterations of the Tuck and the casting changes of the Tuck,
Our
like
many lives.
the Tuck has been through it all during these 3 seasons. So we're here again. My name is Wellington Gomez. I am one of your hosts, and I'm here with my amazing co-host.
I'm Edward underscore ENT. I'm so excited. I'm pumped for this season. I'm ready to go. I
Yeah.
Especially after this episode, the way it just like kicked off, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
it truly marks not only the new year, but a whole new era. This is not
Exactly.
because you're getting one RuPaul's Drag Race. No, you're getting this shit worldwide, all over again, in loop,
Exactly.
in a
Yeah.
different style, in a different language, in a different format. But you know what we're gonna do and not gonna change? We're gonna tune in.
Period. All the time. All the motherfucking time.
If you guys don't
Um
already follow us, make sure that
are you gonna finish your line?
yes, make sure to share, like, and subscribe so you guys can get notified. Hit that bell right there, and stay updated with the talk. It's a new season, new format, and the same old bad bitches.
Same old bad bitches. And I know what you guys are thinking. We just announced our season finale like 3 weeks ago. But listen,
Time
our
flies.
production team is going through trials and tribulations, and we see things that work and we see things that didn't. So we ended the season way too late in the year, last year in 2023. We literally taped our last episode like
Last
the
week.
literally like 2 weeks 2 weeks ago. Um and then we realized, oh shit, Drag Race is back January 5th. Like
In the blink of an eye.
there's no way that we're gonna go on hiatus and Drag Race, American Drag Race, is gonna be on and we're not gonna be talking about it. Like there's just not there's no possible way that can happen.
So we had to click into MTV season 16 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay, so first things first, first impressions. Give me your first impressions of like the look, the queens, etc. Just first
Okay.
impressions
Off the top of the dome right
off the
now.
top of the dome of the top of your
Um,
cunt.
okay, off the top of my con, I would say Mirage is really standing out to me because she was like kind of like a sore pickle. I was like,
Hmm.
like let's see what this is giving. But
Right.
so far, like I'm feeling the vibe. Cute outfit. It's like a concept.
Hmm.
Avi like tsunami. I'm like, writing that like down for her,
Of
but
course.
I feel like can we just go ahead again into it? Like, I feel like once Tsunami heard, she said seven bitches in the room, ding dong, and Bruce like, come on down. They said, oh, double premiere. Tsunami's like, I'm gonna milk this bitch. Like, I'm not about to show these hoes what's good because we don't even know what's coming yet. Like, I'm not leaving. So
But is that the right strategy though? Like, is it the right strategy for your first time on Drag Race to be like, oh, I'm not gonna show them? I feel like the moment you get chosen, the moment you get that call, you have to do the most.
it's the long game though.
Is
So
the
like,
But are you really playing the long game if you're not showing the judges? Because my whole thing
but are
is
you
like, if
risking anything if you don't risk anything at all?
you're only risking shit if you don't have a good drag. Why are you scared that your good drag is gonna run out, so you're gonna give the bad one first? You're supposed to,
Well,
you're supposed to come with good drag through the entire competition.
but
If
it's just
you
a taste. Like,
no, I'm not having it. Let's get into the
You
episode
you
now.
you want the full waves of tsunami. You
Girl,
don't want no
your name
more.
is Tsunami. You think tsunamis come around and unannounced and don't cause a ruckus? They come and they go and they take it with them, you know? And I
Okay.
feel like I was riding the wave. I feel like my surfboard was not affected in any way. And while I love that queen and I love what she represents, and I'm really happy that she's on this show, and
Yeah.
I am Team Tsunami. As a fan,
Team X.
I'm a little bit underwhelmed by that premiere. And I don't know if it was the editing or what, because we can see that they made her the underwhelming one of the episode. But we're gonna get into it a little bit more
We are, we
as
are.
we get into the episode. So first things first, let's get into these entrance looks.
Hold on, what's your first impressions?
It was in season 15.
Ooh, ooh.
However, you can see that we're in a new era of Drag Race,
Mm-hmm.
and MTV, there's a difference of Drag Race on MTV and Drag
Yeah,
Race how we've ever seen it anywhere else.
I feel like
I
it's
think
very
you feel like it's what?
very the challenge. Like it's starting to be formed into that era.
Yeah, it's very thought out. It just looks different, it feels different, it feels expensive. So while I am, not so much like, oh my god, it gagged me more than season 15. I'm not saying that it was bad. I'm just saying that season 15 was so good. So I definitely feel like it's a continuation of that vibe,
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we got
The
our
same way
king.
that we're doing trials and tribulations, that's where they're at right now too.
But I don't even think they're going through trouble. Like I think they got the equation. Like trust. Like I feel like American Drag Race got it. I
That
just
format
think
is formatted.
I just think it's a continuation of this new era of that season 15 kind of started, and that's
There's this,
fine. Every season doesn't have to be like, I mean, and they still gagged us towards the end with the new concept that they
the
introduced. So we're gonna get it.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna get into it. So that was my thing. It wasn't season 15. It didn't gag me more than season 15, but I am fed and I am, you know, I'm
We
I'm
good.
good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Okay, so let's get into these interest looks. Let's see what we have in store. So first things first, we have Q.
I like it.
I like it too. I don't
Yeah.
know why that took so long for us to say, but yeah, I like it too. I thought that this was high drag. I thought it was elevated. I thought it was expensive looking. She looks good. From the moment I saw this, I knew that she was gonna be a look queen because I
Yeah.
feel like when you look this good, when you give
And
this during your entrance, is because you have a lot else to give us. You know?
no shade, no
No
shade.
shade. So I know she was gonna be a look queen, and I loved it.
Yeah, I
10 out of
liked it.
10.
Very
It's a wet.
Tinkerbell.
It's a wet for me.
That was a wet.
So now we have Tsunami Muse. It was a wet for me. I love this look.
I loved it too. And I thought, first of all, this entire time, I swear, like, and mind you, we've had this conversation, but I thought Tsunami was like 100% like Dominican. So I'm like, this is a storyline I built in my head. I was like, wow, like, she wore this outfit to like represent like our ancestors in like Dominican Republic, like horseback riding and shit, like regal, rich culture.
I love,
And
what? I want all of the listeners to know that Edward's life and mind is like a bubble. Like he literally, there's like legitimate things that he thinks they happen like that, but they never really do happen like that.
they
But
do.
in his head, they're happening that way. So like I can already picture you watching the premiere of Drag Race and legitimately telling people next to you, like, "Oh yeah, she's wearing that because she's Dominican."
It's 100% Dominican. But the thing is like they always like in a way it makes sense, but
Right?
accuracy debatable. But I said what I said. She was horseback riding. She rode her way into this workroom, and
Was it a web for you?
it was misty. It was misty. But I get the visual. I see the blue water, like the way that it's like the material could give that wavy. What was her entrance line?
Entrance line was the natural disaster has arrived.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cute.
It's very
Yeah,
cute.
I like that. I see. See now, I think maybe
Wait,
that's probably just.
is that not the entrance line? Because why does this picture on the thing says and I am the diva of New York?
I think that was her confession.
Oh, confessional, confessional, confession. Okay, yeah. Her entrance lines was the natural disaster has arrived. Okay, so I really like this look. I think it's regal. I think it's very European, very uh like the crown type-ish, you know what I'm saying? Downtown Abbey type of situation. Someone that was watching the show with me, we went to Fantasy Factory to watch the show. So shout out to our girls at Fantasy Factory.
Woo, woo.
Um
You also
someone that
didn't
was
tell me
with
you were
me.
going to Fantasy Factory.
Girl, you was out and about, girl. Please bye. Um Someone who was next to me said that they didn't like the way this fit around her crotch area, and ever since they pointed that out, I really can't unsee it. The fitting in the from the waist down could be a little bit better,
But
but
bitch,
as
how else are they gonna ride the horse? Like,
exactly, exactly. I mean, listen, I like it
you gotta get up
overall.
there.
I give it like a eight. It's I'm wet though. I'm definitely wet.
I feel like looking into the symbolism of it, I do see clouds and like the rain. But yeah, it's fierce.
It's
I love it.
fierce.
I
It's
wasn't
fierce.
like, but
Right. Then we have a mandatory meeting.
I
Hello,
love it.
everybody. No, no, I like how we both said it. What was it that we both said? Attention, everybody. We have a mandatory meeting.
No, that was great, but very modest, very like not modest, very not even pedestrian. It's just very like, okay, this
Pop
is your like,
girly, like
yeah,
basic pop girly.
like this is your entrance to work. Cool, very Marsha, elevated.
While you
But
thought that it
then in
was
that
giving
face,
Marsha, while you thought that it was giving Marsha, I thought first of all the fact that you said that this was elevated Marsha. This is elevated Marsha, Edward.
show me Marsha shit. Her entrance look.
This is elevated
Let me
Marsha.
look at her. Hold on. Can prediction? Can we get Marsha's entrance look,
This gives me
please?
Lucy. This gives me Lucy. This is Lucy LaDuca
You got that. You got that.
personified. Even the face gives Lucy.
No, the face is different. The face is giving me like Sharon Needles, because it's like she's not doing this part. Like she's still not like I need her to here. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Right.
I feel like her
Right.
face is too like still like wide, and she like they said like the bitch does have nice fucking bone structure.
She
So
does. She
if
can't paint for shit though. And we
it
saw that.
we
I
saw
mean,
that
it's no
in the
shade. She
later
really
look,
can't. She really cannot.
she
It's
has
no shade.
potential.
She has potential.
Oh, it
I
is
think
her eyes. Yeah, she got that fucking. It makes her nose look very beaky, and then her face is
yeah.
here.
And then
Who the fuck knows?
she got dragged by the girls because her breastplate was way too like it was the breastplate you can notice it so much from her neck, so it's kind of like okay like girl like if you're gonna do this make sure that you are at least like put a chain on top of it or like put a scarf or wear something that is gonna cover
Exactly.
that breakage from your skin to the breastplate, honey.
Mm-hmm. I feel like
um
she had a good look that they could have. She could have found something to go.
I'm not gonna regret it because I'm not going to. This is not All Star, so I'm not gonna have the girls up to this standard that you know that
This
I
is
don't
a
play on All
welcome.
Stars.
Yeah, that's cute.
But this is a welcome look. This is an entrance look for a regular season of Drag Race. It's not bad. And now we have Morphine Love Dion.
Off rip when she walked out and like we saw the promo videos and stuff. I was just like, like
Yeah, I
okay,
wasn't gagging. I thought this
yeah.
was pedestrian.
But I mean, that's Katya and Thing are getting dragged for calling it pedestrian. Katya,
Who?
Katya and Trixie were being
Why are
dragged.
they getting dragged for calling this pedestrian? It is pedestrian. It's a skirt and a shirt that you could have found at Target.
I feel like yeah, if you don't know Kali Uchis, you don't know Kali Uchis. I think for me, it's very
Even if
okay.
you know
Work entrance
Caliuchis,
look.
this is not even if you know Caliuchis, this is not that like iconic and also like no shade, no shade,
Get
no
into it,
shade,
girl.
no
Oh,
shade.
she's no shading, y'all.
If you're gonna do someone that we're supposed to know just off the look, do someone that's iconic and off the top of my brain. You're gonna give me Kaliushi, someone that I gotta think about? Someone like, are you for real?
Like,
Give
give
me
us someone like
Beyonce.
King Naja.
Give me give me Beyonce, give me Jennifer Lopez. And I get it, she's a Latina girl, so she's trying to, represent for the Latinas. Okay, so there's a bunch of iconic A-list Latinas that you could have
Name three right
portrayed.
now.
Sofia Vergara, Jennifer Lopez, and Zoe Saldana.
Okay, you don't have my ass.
So my whole thing is like there could have been way other like iconic like like I just feel like because if you're not a Kaliushis fan or you're not aware of this Kaliushis look, you're
Yeah.
not gonna connect the two. Then why am I left with a skirt and a cute top? So it's pedestrian.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily wear this to go grocery shopping, but I also don't think that it was like Gaga Chanja. It was very entrance, like very safe for the workroom. But I think for me, what like won me over, because again, my natural reaction, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, was the same reaction you said. She walked in, and I was like, oh, like this is literally like so pedestrian. And then I feel like once I got her personality, is when it's like, kind of you're like, it makes sense, like the way that Marsha wore that blue dress and had her
I
makeup
can
like
see that.
that, it's like, okay. So when she was giving me pussy cunt down, I was like, all right, girl. Like that's like if you're when you're like the teacher's favorite student, and it's
Mhm.
like you did the same shit as that other student when you're
Mhm.
just getting by, and you're like, right?
Right.
I'm gonna let her slide. I'm gonna be biased, is what the fuck I'm saying. I like her. What?
I mean, I definitely get it. It's a wet, even though it's pedestrian, it's a wet. She
Yeah.
looks good because let me not confuse the audience and let me not confuse the people that because I feel like sometimes I go into the negative and people think that I just hate it. Like I'm just pointing out the fact that it's pedestrian. It's still cute. She still looks amazing, but it's
Yeah.
a pedestrian look. It's still a skirt and a motherfucking t-shirt. Come on. Next. Now the queen all the way from Philadelphia, PA, Safira Crystal. I like this.
Natural reaction, I didn't like the boots. Full visual, like, assessment, I'm like, it's it's like, this is who I want next to Sasha Kobe, because I'm gonna be at the edge of my seat. Like, this is who, if we do a fucking season of, I don't even know how, like, Supremacy, All Star, Legends, a
Right, like
Legacy,
right,
Destruction.
right.
This is like
When I saw Safira walk in, I said, "Okay, we're getting dragged this season.
clean sweep. You're getting
You
manto.
getting my toes." Like I say, "Okay, we're getting dragged." It's not just gonna be a bunch of TikTokers or a bunch of new age queens. Which there's no
Mm,
shade. It's no shade. It's no shade. However, there is this level of attitude, there is this energy, there is this personality that drag queens like Safira bring to a show that
yeah,
is just like it's really hard to find. And I
it's
feel
rare
like a lot of drag queens like Safira feel like they're not easily
being
pla
represented.
being represented on these shows that showcase drag
Mhm.
because I feel like mainstream drag, especially the drag that we see on TV, tries to kind of like box what they want to show of a drag queen and
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
anything else. So when I saw this, I thought, okay, we're gonna get good, legendary drag, like real.
Rain.
I'm not discounting from anybody else's drag, but we're gonna get range, we're gonna get story, we're gonna get concept, we're gonna get, you know,
Opulence.
opulence. You know,
I'm pumped. Is it
I'm
wet?
wet. I'm wet. I can tell that she's here to work, and I can tell that she's here to, get her tens, and I'm ready to give it to her.
She got it. She got it.
Okay, okay, okay. Now we have Mirage.
It's one of my favorites so far. Like,
I
I
know you
think
were gonna relate to her.
I think as we just started talking about Morphine, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
be real, like Morphine came on the screen, and I was like, I feel like I know this bitch. Like, I feel like I've seen her, and then I was like, nah, like, oh, like you. Whoa, I think I just like internalized shit. I don't know. I just kind of was just like not feeling her eyebrows. It just gives me those like chuki chuki, like rakata,
Mhm.
like I was just like, oh, like whatever. But then I'm like, like she did her first confession. I'm like, finally, bitch, like a villain again. Like I needed a villain. You know what I
Right.
mean? And then
Like who
she
was who
walks
was
into
gonna take on the torch from Mistress and Lux?
who? And then Shorty comes in, and I'm like, okay, giving me very Willow, very like teeny bopper baby cutesy ootsy. But
Mhm.
then I'm like, as we progress through the episode, I'm like, oh, she's such a like, I'm just here in the fucking moment, bitch. The lights are on. Like, I have my outfit, but no soy pendeja tampoco. Like, bitch,
Right.
I'm here. Like, I'm here, but I'm also here. Like,
I like this entrance look.
I'm here.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Shows personality.
She said she was the legs of Las Vegas, and she's giving legs.
And she pumped
Um,
them in.
I like the color fusions of all of these colors put together. She looks cute. She pumped in. She looks cunt. It's a cute entrance look. I'm wet. Then we have Dawn. Dawn, Dawn, Dawn. Before noon, there's Dawn. I'm wet. But I'm not just wet. I'm like a reservoir. Like I am just like my pussy has not. It's like a faucet that has been running for days and days and days, and the water bill at this point is on $1 million.
It's a waterfall, bitch. I'm enchanted. I'm like, this is a
After
queen.
All Stars A, I thought that a quirky queen couldn't get me anymore because I am
A
like
drink original.
Jinx Monsoon, like you know, OG master spellcaster of Jinx Monsoon.
Yeah, but
How
baby, someone's here to take that crown and or at least
baby
like represent under it because I'm like, first of all, Brooklyn, what the fuck? Why haven't I like before?
Brooklyn
You know what I mean? Like,
stand
I'm
up.
like, what the fuck? Like, this is a concept. This is a look. This is quality. It's unique.
It's drag.
It's
It's drag. It's drag, but it's not drag without purpose. It's drag with a purpose. It's drag that was thought out. It's drag that,
yes,
she
felt
sat back. She sat back and conceptualized these looks. And whether her process was short or fast or took forever, it doesn't matter. These are looks that were conceptualized and that everything here makes sense. And I love
conceptualized and executed.
an X because you can put a conception together.
Yeah.
Now
Hold
to
on.
X,
This
a
is
lot of
segment.
a lot of bitches put the conception together, but they never execute it.
Never ever
So you gotta give her tens
across the board.
across the motherfucking board. So this is Premiere One. Who do you think has the strongest look from this Premiere entrance look?
Hmm. In order,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Sapphire,
okay. Safira.
Saphira, the first shorty.
Okay.
What's first shorty's name with the green?
Q.
Q.
Mm-hmm.
And then who was just last shorty right now? Dawn.
And Dawn. Yeah, I would say that Q. Person, I think has had the strongest look. I think that after that is going to I'm gonna pick the same three, but I'm just gonna flip them. So Q first, then Dawn, and then Safira. I think that that's for
Okay.
me. That's how the strong looks came. So let's get into this damn episode, right? So a new cast of queens competing to be crowned America's next drag superstar must show off their performance skills in a talent show. So this week the main challenge is a talent show. Are you
And,
excited?
and not any talent show, but the way that they brought back old MTV shit and they're like
Girl.
spring break talent show. And then they have footage of Rue presenting and doing a wiener winner challenge. Come on.
Right. And like crowning moments and shit like that from
Look at
like
the material. Like,
girl. Again,
well
a
thought out.
concept and an execution.
Mm.
So and the special guest and special guest judge this week is Oscar winner Charlize Theron. You know who she was, right?
I smiled and nodded and laughed and said, she got an Oscar.
She
What role she known for?
Oh my god, you don't know Charlize?
I'm so for real.
And she's also the girl from she's the
She did
iconic
WandaVision. What she do? What movie? I'm so dead ass. I don't really like movies. I'm more of a TV show kind of girl, you know?
Have you at least seen her Dior commercials?
Probably, yeah.
She's like the face of Dior. That's why she was
Okay.
wearing Dior.
I
And she
definitely.
was like, they were like, cute outfit. And she said, Dior.
Okay, I gotta rewatch it a third
Yeah, she
time.
has like a contract or something. Anyways, so
Shout out
she's the
her.
guest judge.
One more
The
time,
mini
what's her
chat,
name?
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron. Okay, someone, just
And
in case I meet her.
she's African.
South African.
South
South Africa
African.
is where I've come from. Get me my
Yeah.
banjo, get me my drum. The vibe, sorry.
um, the mini challenge for this week is that they have to do a photo shoot through a doorbell camera on RuPaul's porch. So there's this set that is supposed to be RuPaul's house, and the girls have to do a photo shoot by coming up to the porch and looking through the doorbell camera, and RuPaul is talking to them through the doorbell camera, and they have to pose and be kind.
So hold on, because I was watching it. I was watching it with Max, and wait, no, I was watching it with Dellison because Max was on his way, and I'm watching it with Dell, and they're like, "Oh, the challenge! You're gonna go to Rue's house," and I'm like, "Watch!" I was like, "Yo, that's crazy! Like this season is crazy! Like they're really about to go and do a photo shoot at RuPaul's house. Like he just did a whole video about his home. He has a disco ballroom. Bitch, I went on a whole tour, on a whole
Girl.
tour,
And then they show this set.
and I said."
I'm sorry, but please don't watch Drag Race with Edward.
Listen, it's twists and turns. You never know where
Listen,
we
if
can
it's not
go.
on this podcast, please do not take anything that Edward says about Drag Race like as fact because
So many twists and turns, twists and turns.
oh my god. You're iconic. So the girls did the photo shoot, and out of all of the girls, the winner of the mini challenge was Safira Crystal. The first mini challenge winner goes out to Safira, and she won a prize of $2,500.
I'm like, okay, walking through the doors.
We already giving the bag.
Hello.
We already giving the bag away. So, like Edward mentioned earlier in the episode, like literally 2 seconds ago, the maxi challenge for this week was to perform in the MTV Spring Break Talent Show. They brought back a bunch of footage of RuPaul, and they just made us feel very like it was very like nostalgic. It was very, 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 very cute.
No, took me to my parents' living room.
Right. And the theme for the runway category is reveal yourself.
Which I didn't know until like halfway through. Where I'm like, I was like, what the fuck is the category? Is it rainbow? Like, is it pick a color that you represent with? Because tell me, Tsunami looked red, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, maybe it's my TV lighting. Maybe I don't have, the gradients and all of that, right? But she looked a little red to me. And then the next person was, I believe, purple shorty with the
Well,
eyebrows.
we're gonna get into the looks, but before we talk even about those looks, tell me why. Quick little tangent. Tell me why when I was sitting at Boxers watching this, and they said categories reveal yourself. Someone next to me said, "Oh yeah, it's signature drag." I said,
Oh, that's not.
"I'm like, what are y'all be watching? Like y'all really sit here and watch it, and y'all don't even know what y'all be talking about."
It's because
He
they sit
literally,
with people like me that say they're going to RuPaul's house to go do a photo shoot. That would be me at the bar.
no, literally spreading misinformation. Worse than Donald Trump, spreading a ton of misinformation.
Never, never, never.
So, let's get into this motherfucking looks. First things first, we have Dawn who comes out as this monster, and then she takes off the hood, and then there is this long. This was so kind.
hmm In the
What?
beginning, this was the first one, correct?
I don't know if they're in order, but
In order.
this is.
When this one turned the corner, I was kind of like, oh, like the first one I didn't get. I'm like, where are we going with this? Then I got
Mhm,
the first reveal, and I'm like, okay. Didn't even recognize who it was. I'm gonna be real with you, but it looked
right.
good. The third look is when it made me realize, focus, and be like, you I
Yeah.
have my eyes on.
Yeah, me too. I thought when she first came out as the monster, I said, please don't walk this entire runway as that monster. Like, I swear to God, if you don't take this mask off, I'm going to be pissed. Because you know, some of the quirky girls, they like to be in their full monster, like this is Dragula throughout the entire
And they're full
stage.
pup mode.
Right. Like, girl, like, go to Dragula if you're trying to be full monster. You can only go half monster on RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay. You want full monster? Go on
One
Dragula.
fourth, one fourth monster.
One fourth monster. Um, so I really liked how the development of this and how it came out, and I think that it was great, and she looked amazing as well.
I like the way you said that. The
What?
development of it.
And then we have Q.
Sound off. Boom, boom, boom.
And what I love about Q is that she, first of all, that
Speechless.
you see that face,
It's stamped.
you see that mug.
Notarized. Oh, that was dry. Mm.
Like, I am sorry, this bitch is did not come here to play.
My
And she said everybody better bring their best drag because I'm showing y'all what the fuck real good drag looks like,
you
including you, Rue.
you are not telling me, including you, is crazy. You cannot tell me that you cannot see Angelina Jolie play like the third sequel or whatever
Hmm.
to Maleficent with this shit on.
With this,
This is the final version of Maleficent, and
where
she got the lead role.
where she opens her cunt, and then this is what you see.
She saves the universe.
She saves the universe by opening her cunt, and it's pink inside. My pussy pink, my booty hole brown.
That is the cure. It's the
No,
time. It's just a wet. There's nothing to say about this. There's
it's a
the
wet. It's a
face,
wet.
the look, the reveal, the first to the second to the third. It's just it's a 10.
It's a wet.
It's out of
hundred
my
percent.
caliber to even fucking comment. It's 10.
Yeah. And then we have the queen. Oh my god, we're going through this looks. We haven't even discussed the maxi challenge. Um,
We're eager.
we're eager. We just well, I guess we're doing the runway first, and then we'll discuss the maxi challenge. So, which actually, that's the way they do it, don't they? They do the runway, and then they show us the like the talent show,
Yeah,
or did they did it differently? I don't even
they
know.
did it the other
I'm
way,
not
but
okay. Cool.
you know what?
Um, what do you think about Sophia's look?
Hmm. The first one,
Mm-hmm.
chop. The second
Okay.
one, chop. And the third one, chop. Like, okay, I'm lying.
Stand up. No, 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 no,
The
no, no.
first one was cute. I like the first
I
one.
won't let you go back.
No,
I
I like the first one. I don't like the second
stand
one.
on
I
it.
don't like the third one.
Stand on it.
I like the first one. I don't like the second one. I don't like the third one.
Period. Okay. So I like the first one. I like the second one. I don't like the third one.
That
I
second
think
one came out. I said,
I think I mean when the second one came out, I said, okay, okay, high fashion. Honestly, it looked really good to me, and I didn't think that like I wasn't expecting that from her. So like it looked
high
good. When
fashion
she
gospel choir.
okay, but everything I can appreciate it. I
Okay,
can
praise
I
them.
I can appreciate it. This is week one, you know?
Okay,
I can
we still
appreciate it.
we they got the training wheels on.
Yeah, like I gotta as
We're
as
fucking backlash. They're full on Drag Race. We're like they got the training wheels on. They're figuring it
literally
out. They're getting
they
the
have they have this is a drag queen that has been doing drag for 77 years, and we're like, yeah, Sophia has her training wheels on.
I mean it in the sense like the cameras and shit.
Yeah, yeah, like on the show. We're only discussing drag as it pertains to this show.
Absolutely.
We're not discussing these drag queens as their full potential and what they give us and what they've been giving us in their history and their careers. All of these queens have beautiful careers. What we're discussing is what we're seeing on this show. So,
Absolutely.
um, yeah, I liked it. And I just didn't like the fit of the bodysuit. I thought that it was ill fitting, a little bit.
Oh,
And
she's using her. She's giving. Hold on, because I'm with Michelle now. I'm gonna get my fucking vocabulary book and my dictionary. We're gonna
girl,
sit
I am
here.
a drag race commentator. It's season
Okay,
3. You
we
you
can give it. I thought
we're
we was this. I thought we left. We done left that side of town.
no girl. We're back
Well,
to it. We said screw, screw, pull up the Maybach and bend your leg back. Let's go. Pull up and I always hit him.
it was ill fitting as well. I agreed with that as well.
You get on my nerves. Okay, next. This regret.
Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, please. Can I get the mic? Hold on. So I said the same thing. I was like, girl, we saw um what's her face? Fuck bitch. Her name just left my motherfucking mind.
Safira,
Not Trinity K. Bonet. Who's the shorty that's on Vegas?
Kahana Montrese.
Kahana Montrese. I feel like she did this. Like I saw this, right? The boobs
Or
was
this
a cute.
or this is very Kahanaman tree. But you have to remember that Mirage is from Las
It,
Vegas too.
exactly. Which is why throughout the looks, I do like that. It was this one piece that she made look into several outfits,
Mm-hmm.
and she sold it. You know what I mean? Again, if we're looking at it into this category of what she presented,
Mm-hmm.
I liked it because if it's a reveal
Yeah.
and she did her thing.
I liked it. I think that there was some things that I did that didn't make it a full on wet for me, and that was like I didn't think that when she put this look together, she remembered that there's a camera. You know, so
Y-
half of her
Good.
face was. I saw her trying to make the effort to like stick her face out because her dress was eating her up. I think that she could have made her dress in a way where like that side of her body was fully visible and it didn't seem like she was struggling with, you know, with finding the camera. Um and I think that I would have also found a more graceful way of revealing everything because I did feel that her reveals were a little too like cocky in a sense. I don't know if that's the right word to describe it, but like it was just like you could like I don't know, like it wasn't graceful. It
Not
wasn't
cocky, but it was very blocked, very like and one,
yeah,
and
yeah, like
two,
that. Like
and
I,
grab
I
it.
even think she like broke something down and shit. Like it was like that. Like so like I wish that it would have been a little bit more just graceful. Like she just like water bending, earth bending,
Kind of.
It
Speaking of
should have gave.
waterbending,
Speaking of water bending, what's next?
can we do morphine next? This bitch was fucking towel bending. She said,
I'm sorry, but are you gagged?
"Okay, gagged in the sense of the bitch
In
sticks
the
to
sense,
you."
in the sense of, I can't
No, no,
believe this bitch came on here with this.
no. From the neck up, that that is a fucking like that's a fucking drag queen, but that's a woman, bitch. Like that fucking face is like she got it. She got it in that department. That bitch got it. No ifs, ands, or but. But
Mhm.
that second reveal when she thought, and I love our community because bitch, if there's a bitch who has an imagination, is me. But when she said, and she thought it was gonna be like the commercial que ella iba a dar vuelta y que la toalla iba. I'm like, I get it. I see the visual. But again,
A lot of concepts are conceptualized but are not executed.
exactly. And we need our cue there. Great concepts, but
Great concept. I
needed
think
more
that
to be elevated to be
no, no, no.
fully
Let's go back.
executed.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Hold on, now.
I
Production.
ain't do that. I ain't do that.
Production said
To the
uh
moon.
to um I think that if the first towel look would have been long and it would have gave towel gown and not towel maxi dress, I would have been a little bit more gagged and I would have liked it a little bit more because it went from because you have to think about this. Yes, this is a dress, but it's a towel, you know? So the moment I realized that this is just a towel wrapped around your body,
Yeah.
in my head, I'm just like, okay, like it doesn't look, it's not like it's in a weird shape or that you're making shapes with a towel. It looks basic. So
Like
I
it's literally what I do in the bathroom. Like
exactly. So there's not a lot of concept to this first look. And then the only thing that you're doing to show a reveal is that you're unwrapping the towel. I did like the way that you unwrap the towel, but then under the towel is just a one-piece bathing suit. You're not even giving me body
that's
aside
the
from
BBL drag queen girl.
just because you got a BBO doesn't mean she's giving body. And in the gay community, we can get into that conversation.
Yes, yes, the
Just
soul
because
was clocked.
just
Yes,
because
the
you got
soul was clocked. Yes, the soul was clocked.
I can confirm a soul was clocked. Um, but no, it's no shade. Just because you got a BBO doesn't mean you give body. I don't think she was giving body. I thought she was giving booty. I thought she was giving, you know,
Mug
thick. She definitely gave mug. Was she giving body? Absolutely not.
from
Was she gi-
Miami.
was she giving production says she doesn't see the I still don't see the ass she paid for.
Yeah, it's just because it's a DLBBL. It's a DLBBL. Her parents can't know.
First of all,
Let
no
her rock.
shade. This is no shade. Take this off real quick. Put me in regular mode. This is no shade. Make me in the square in the other one.
I just know this about to be a messy one. Hold on. Hold on. Mm.
You got a BBL and your parents don't know you a drag queen?
She went on a 3-week vacation to Venezuela.
They know
Man,
you're gay, right?
no. When I
They
go
gotta know you're
home,
gay.
when I go home, I'm a
You
man. I don't
you
go
got
in drag.
you got Latino parents and you went from no BBL having body to a BBL having body and they
Mommy, I've
still
been
don't know.
eating good. I've been eating good, mom.
I'm not saying that her story is it's not what she's
Oh,
telling.
I
I'm
thought we
sure.
were role playing. Like I thought we were
No, we
acting.
are, we are.
Okay,
But I'm
okay,
done
okay.
now. Um, I'm not saying that her story is not what she's telling us because I'm sure it is. What I'm saying is, how do you play that up, honey? How do you hide that BBL?
Sweaters
I
in
want to know because
Miami.
I want to get one.
In Miami, she's the only bitch with a hoodie on around
She's
her
like, the
waist.
thing is, I live in Miami where men have BBLs, so it's a little bit different. Like,
Regular.
like the
But it's also
quote.
not so noticeable though. She is a little like se le nota, but I think it's more like in whoa, like it's more like in the like because I was about to. I'm like, hold on, we on camera. We on camera. It's very like, well, bitch, I'm gonna stick to what the fuck I was gonna say. She just has a SpongeBob SquarePants body, respectfully. You know what I mean? It's just like the money's gonna come in,
I
you know,
mean, I think that's why she got the BBL because, you know,
baby. But you could do patty down there. Like you got the.
I think I think that it's not the.
That
I,
means just shut the fuck up, bitch. We is
I don't
on.
think
The red light is on.
I I don't think that it's about the padding. I think it's more about the fact that even when there's no padding, she wants there to be padding. So she got the BBL. Nonetheless, she got the BBL because she wanted to and she
We
can and she
support
paid
her.
for it.
But
So,
how did you keep it a secret?
but how do you keep it a secret is what I want to know, honey. Because I want to get a BBL and keep it a secret. If I could get a BBL on y'all niggas, I would.
Well, damn.
If I could get a BBL and yeah, and I could fool ya, I would.
When the tuck funds go missing and Wellington pops out with a
When you see
BBL.
me with some thick ass hips and a thick ass,
And then it's gonna be like this. No lights. Studio lights are off. BBL is on.
no, I start requesting
Ah,
that I
no
start re-
boss.
I start requesting that I'm only shot from the waist up because I'm hiding my
Actually,
BB.
just the waist down.
I'm hiding from my BBL. I'm hiding my BBL from the world.
Was Drake lying? He's like, I didn't hide my son from the world. Some shit like that.
Drake also hit a BBL from the world, so I mean, I
And
think it's doable.
not Kanye. Kanye said, he showed everybody his shit. He was proud. He was a true Kardashian. I hid my son from the world, not the world from my son. He's like, I hid the BBL from the world, not the BBL from my. Wait, huh? How will we mix this?
The sun is the BBL. I hid my BBL from the world, not the world from my BBL.
Mm. Hold on, you cooking, bro? You cooking?
No,
Oh, I had my BBL from the
morphine,
world, not the
morphine,
world from my BBL.
morphine love Dion
Is
comes
that
in
her
on.
intro line?
No, that's. I thought you were asking again. Morphine love Dion walks in into All Stars. I hid my BBL from the world, not the world from my BBL.
When,
Shot, 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 and then you just see shots of her BBL.
but it's elevated.
But it's elevated, it's unique, it's expensive, it's from Miami.
She'll
Let's
never let you forget it.
and she'll never let you forget it. Okay, back to this. Next.
Back to our scheduled program.
This is how you know that even when we don't fuck with you, and we do fuck with her, but in the sense of like we're not fucking with the things that you're doing in this episode, because that's the thing about us and commenting about drag race and people that do this. Like we're gonna love you one week and we're gonna hate you the next because
This
That's
week,
just
Rari. Next week, Lambo.
because at the end of the day, it's like you're only as good as your last episode. You know what I'm saying? So you do something that we like. What what is going on? You are glitching, bitch. You are glitching.
Because you're only as good as your last episode. The last episode we were in studio. We're like camera ring lights here. We're only as
You're only as good as your last
these
episode.
bitches got their training wheels on. I hit my BB out from the world. What is this episode?
This episode is truly insane. Truly insane. So many characters. So many characters. Nami Muse. Is it a wet? Is it a regret?
It's a way. And again, in the sense of
Here we go. Every
you
time there's
hold
a
on,
muse,
because you just did it.
every
You just did
time
it
there's
three
a
queens ago.
muse,
No, you
ev-
just did.
every time there's a muse on Drag Race, it somehow creeps into Edward's commentary to, not look at his standards when talking about the show. So go. Make excuses. Go. How is this a what?
I'm gonna defend my house.
They're gonna sue you for plagiarism.
I said I'm gonna literally start claiming like a house until I'm accepted because like I mean I'm playing at my own time. I really need to get my face together. But don't like anyways, that's a whole other combo. I liked it, right? The
Mhm.
first look, the first look was is that the dress or no? The coat was. The coat was cute, but again, it was just like did we get into the talent show yet? No, right?
No, we haven't.
Okay. Underwhelming for that second look or that first look.
Hmm.
It was just it needed texture. So it's not a no, like a dry whatever. It's just I needed texture in the sense of like
I just feel like if you're gonna take a jacket off, gag me when the jacket's off, and you didn't gag me. That's literally. I'm not saying that this is bad. I'm not saying that this is ugly. This is cute. That jacket is con, and what she's wearing under is con. I'm saying that I was just not gagged, and that's just it. I wasn't gagged, and I think that that was like
needed
my
texture.
overall like critique, if you may, of Tsunami. I'm not gagged. I'm not gagged. While other girls gagged me, I'm not gagged. And I'm just saying by this episode. I think that she has so much to give. I think that she's one of the most beautiful queens on this cast right now. And I think that she has a lot of potential. And she has truly big shoes to fill because Candy Muse is one of the most legendary queens on Drag Race in the sense of like her impact, the things that she's done from the moment that she stepped on that camera. And I think that she feels that pressure in a way. And I don't know. I just expected more. I'm not gonna lie.
I think we have a lot of expectations from her. And like that's my drag sister. So I'm gonna give her her tens. I love
Okay,
you,
so
sis.
next, next, bitch. Let's get to it. And
You want me to look in the camera and say happy Easter?
listen, when she first came out with the ragdoll look, I thought that was cunt. Like the face, and then when she took it off, and this is what was under.
She lost me at the three titties. I'll tell you that much. That's where I was like, "Ugh, seen this already.
I think that the reveal itself was good. I think that what she revealed was disappointing.
Something else.
It was disappointing. What she revealed was disappointing, but the reveal of it all, the fact that she was a rag doll at the beginning, and then like
A rag
that,
person.
a rag person, a rag cunt.
You know what?
Um,
It's a concept. Maybe it's not executed to our standards,
it's the
but
concept
in
that is not the
some
execution.
universe, she executed.
Oh yeah, in some universe, she's head mother.
Planet 74.
Yeah, she's
Someone.
literally the president.
Xenon Z3.
Next.
Is that all? I think
Is
that's
that
all of
all?
them.
Oh, I think that is all. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So let's get into these
Talent
talent
show.
performances. Of course, because we don't have the rights to Drag Race, we're not gonna show you every motherfucking talent. We can't do that. We don't have we don't have the rights to that. We're gonna show you a little bit of the lip sync, and it's about 8 seconds before we get flagged. But aside from that, we're
Eight.
not showing you none of that shit. Okay?
Not a
If we have
second more.
and I'm sorry, it's no shade, but RuPaul don't be playing about them copyrights. Anyways, I'm gonna tell you the queen, and I'm gonna tell you what she did, and we're gonna and if you watched it, and if you haven't watched it, go give it that rerun so that you can, so, so that
But
Drag Race,
finish this episode first. Listen
but
to this whole episode and then go watch it.
and then go watch it.
Or pause it here, go watch it, then come back.
Yeah, and like text your grinder date bags and stuff because we're towards the end of the episode, so now this is when you start texting your grinder dates. Okay, period. Uh, so Morphine Love Diane did a lip sync. It was cute. She did a little split. She was giving Latina. She was giving da 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 da. It was cute. It was cute.
Giving da 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 is absolutely how I would describe that too.
Giving da 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 da.
Okay,
Was it a
what?
chop?
No, no, I don't think it's necessarily a chop.
No, it wasn't a chop. It wasn't a chop. Then we have a mandatory meeting, and she did an original song, which I thought was so cunt. The lyrics to that song, she ate down. She had really like the concept, like it was just like, wow, you see, this is where this is when concept and execution comes into play, because a mandatory meeting, she really had like that really dope song that I really liked, in her lyrics, it was just her lyrics that I was
What?
like,
Can you read us
dope.
some of the lyrics?
I'm gonna cut this whole shit out. I'm not even gonna make it seem like you even asked me that. Why would you ask me that dumb shit?
Girl, we can keep it
Girl,
raw.
absolutely not. I do not.
No, I think that
You don't remember the performance. You don't remember the performance. We could keep it out. We could keep it at one. My opinion on this one. Dawn.
let him rock. He cooked. He ate.
Dawn.
Purple. Don's performance.
She did an original song, and then she had a reveal, and then she was like a cute little sexy
Mm,
deer.
safe.
You thought it was safe?
I've seen the gloves and the arms before. I
I
didn't see
thought
it
it.
coming. I didn't see the finger. I like the punchlines. I think that actually the wit, the humor, the execution, the concept was all great. I'm like, let me actually fucking vocalize words. I'm like, good.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like
I'm like la la loopsy right now. But no, I think it was good. I feel like it was dope as fuck. The lyricism to it, the cadence, the flow. I feel like it had good punchlines. And for how when queens walk in and they're like, I'm gonna be the best dancer. I'm gonna give the best comedy. Like
yeah.
she gave comedy, she gave performance, she gave creativity, she gave color, she gave outfit. So yeah, go
Yeah.
off, son.
Yeah,
I'll
she
stay
did
up to watch.
she did really, really, really good. Then we have Q who did a dance puppetry. I loved it. I loved it. When Q was doing when Q was like as a puppet, it was so funny. The thing about Drag Race is that you have to make RuPaul laugh.
Yeah.
And when Q did that, I said,
Yep. It was good.
"That's how you
I
do it."
was I was actually watching it with Dellison, straight
Mhm.
man for those of us who don't know, and he was actually like cackling. Like he was like, "No, that was funny as heck. Like that was like really funny." So
He was cackling.
not that that's like any standard, but it was dope. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I thought it was a different side of comedy that we haven't seen in a while because we've seen it before. I think Katya did something similar to it. if
Mm-hmm.
not Alaska or somewhere around that era. But
Someone around that
10
era.
stars. Like, she's done no wrong. Q has done no wrong yet.
She hasn't done no wrong,
She needs to
and
be careful for that Janet edit. That super like eager, like she wants it so bad.
then we have Mirage with an original song, and Mirage was doing those things with her heels, where she was clacking the heels
Hmm.
onto the floor, which I thought dope. It was a different concept.
It was
But the,
hot
but the one thing about the talent shows is that these queens live and die on a fucking lip sync or original song.
because they probably make money off of that hoe.
True.
Think about it.
That's like
You're putting your shit on a platform. Boom. Let's say each stream is a
like you
dollar.
no, and not only that, but it's the only time that you have to kind of like showcase something that's yours. So if you
Yeah.
have a song that you want to get known for and you want people to go replay and stream, you want to show your best song on this on the yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because that's why we always say, not a fucking clock, not a fucking clock, you know?
Or it's always giving body. It's
It's
always
always given. Wait, hold on, because tell me why.
tell
Hold on.
me
Hold on.
why are we hold. You're listening to a new episode of The Talk.
Oh, so I have this notebook where I put all of my stuff in, right? And then um I'm looking through the notes and I see these lyrics.
What
And
are
it
these?
says, when I walk in the club, big booty shades and all, these niggas want me. I tell them, nope, you're a dub. It's
Oh,
always giving body. It's always
oh,
giving body.
okay.
Body, 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 body. It's always giving body.
What?
It's
What?
always giving body.
Giving.
When I walk in the club, big
Yep.
booty shades and all, these
Mm-mm.
niggas want me. I tell them, no, you're a dub.
Oh, she got bars. Mwah. No
That's my
bars.
that's my song.
Okay. Well, I want a
I'm gonna
music video to it.
I'm gonna be in the studio real soon, motherfucker. I'm
That's
gonna
crazy.
I'm gonna add something else. I'm really coming for that EGOT, bitch.
Well, bitch, it's funny because I was just on FaceTime with Brian and with Kevin, and we were talking about how like we're dropping a the mixtape. We're coming to Jocelyn's heels. She thought Don't Cha Cha was the best thing to touch this earth, and then blocked me on Twitter. I'm
Jocelyn blocked you on Twitter
I'm blocked by Jocelyn Hernandez on Twitter.
and every other queen that sees this. Okay, so back to the
No bars.
no,
I'm
okay,
House of News. No jokes.
back. So then Tsunami Muse with an original song. I thought it was a chop.
Oh, I'm over here waiting for the video to play. No,
No,
I like the song. I love the song. The song was fucking dope, fire, eight, cunt, fierce, fucking dopamine.
of course.
But I wanted backflips. I wanted spins and zips and twirls and tricks.
Right.
Um, but again, I think that Tsunami said, "Bitch, this is a premiere. Ain't nobody going home." I like.
You really
I
think
really because there's no way. Like me knowing my
but my whole thing is
sister,
like you don't you
that's my
don't
drag mother. So like she would never. Not like
Yo, but for real, like at the end of the day, they don't really know what's going on. The only thing that they know that's going on is literally what the challenge is and the runway look that they have to submit. But you don't know if it's gonna be a split premiere. You don't know if there's gonna be someone eliminated. You
but
don't know
when they
if so,
heard that ring a ding a ding, they was like, she's look,
and especially
if
last
this
year
is
where
how like
Rue was not playing
like
about eliminations.
we have Candy the producer muse, so then that makes her Tsunami the producee muse. She knows what's happening.
Not the producee.
Like they told her. She knows. She is for real part of that cast. Cause in my for real that ass, there's no way that that was her premiere look. Like that's the story I'm building in my head. Is that
So
she said, "Oh, this is a double premiere. I'm cool."
okay, so now I'm understanding it. You're living in your bubble.
Rah!
Got it. Okay. And how long you gonna live in that bubble? All season?
I mean, y'all tuning in to come and touch this, taste this, and hear this bubble. Like that's how I'm thinking. I'm like, there, because we know that status, that level of what we're expecting and what we
Right.
know could be presented, and we're like, where is it at?
Yeah.
And in that sense,
Yeah.
it's like this has to be staged. There's no other way. I'm
You did that. You did that. You brought it around. You brought
yeah.
it around. You brought it around. Okay, so then we had Safira who did an opera singing and ate the house down.
What's thinking?
Oprah
Oh, she did. But
and O Magazine, bitch.
oh my, she ate that.
She ate that.
She did a rendition of her own song in the style of opera, and
Mhm.
she fucking annihilated.
And I
I
loved it.
first of
It
all
was.
was like, "What is she saying?" And then I realized that the lyrics were panning on the fucking screen right next to it, and she's looking at fucking Rue. I'm like,
She called Rue her daddy. Let's take it back to us talking
twice.
about concept and execution. There was a concept and there was an execution. And you know how you know there was an execution?
But
Because the
Rue laughed.
bitch made Rue laughed and the bitch made sure she had lyrics on screen. You would have think that if we would have had to figure out what the fuck she was saying, it would have been as funny. No. It
No.
was because we were hearing Oprah, but then what we were hearing, I think my accent keeps pronouncing Oprah. Opera. We were hearing opera, but we were reading some country ass lyrics that were hilarious. You
Bluetooth
know?
disconnected. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connecting.
I am now being
Yeah, you,
controlled by the muse. No.
I'm not being controlled by the house of music. It's crazy. Let's get through this episode, please. I need
Oh,
to go to the gym.
sorry. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so those were all the talent show. Which one's your favorite?
Damn.
I don't know how you're not just saying Safira right away.
Um, I'm not, because I really was blown away by Q's fucking ballet performance. I think that shit was comical. I
It was
also think
comical. It was really funny.
Safira's comic was hilarious. Oh, not hilarious. I didn't find it too. I was more mesmerized by her singing than the punchline to it.
But then
That
she
was like
was
a
doing
cherry
really
on
funny
top.
dances with her singing, which to me was really like the iconic thing. How she slid
Okay,
slowly, like
that was funny. That
it was funny. Everything was lit. My favorite was Safira.
I mean, but then you have Mirage and her heel cock, and I was mesmerized.
She was cute, but it was
Like,
even safe.
but like what Michelle said, where it was like, if we asked you to do that shit 3 more times, you would not do the same thing. So,
I didn't get that critique
oh,
actually when she
she's
said it.
she's saying it like,
Like when she, because to
in
me,
other words, you're performing like you're performing safe. Like if I asked you to do this choreography the same way that you just did it the first time, you're gonna do something different because you came up here and you did what you know how to do, but you didn't do it in the sense of how Beyonce gets up there, and if she performs in Michigan
it
and she
wasn't
performs
choreographed.
exactly, it
Got
was
it.
improvs.
Got it. Got it. Got it. I mean,
But
it
then
still
bitch,
made.
it was so
But
good.
I'm like, it was so good and it was improv. I think that's actually the gag.
If she mesmerized you 3 times on improv, then
Because there's
boy,
bitches that had a choreography, a choreography, like
and
Jocelyn
some of
says, and they still look crazy.
and some of them didn't, and that was my issue with that performance with Tsunami. I was like, the song was so like big, 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 big that I needed big. That one performed with backup dancers. Tsunami, if you're hiring, please hit me up, mother. Um, I'm there.
You would do it for free, but also like, why have any other girls not
She
done
ain't
a lip
lying.
sync? Why
I would do
why
it for
have
the opportunity and experience,
okay, stop this right now. Anyways,
girl.
why haven't any of the girls done a lip sync to Dunchacha? That's really the question of the season.
I heard Jocelyn doesn't want to give the copyrights, so that's that.
Well, the winner of this season's first maxi challenge was actually, before we get into that, RuPaul said, "Hi bitches, I have something else to tell ya. This season We don't know how the girls are gonna be eliminated yet because we just don't know what the gag is.
The real gag behind the gag.
Right. However, instead of RuPaul picking the top two, the queens are picking the top two and they're voting each other into the bottom and into the top
And let's see how this
through a
looks.
new system that is called Rate a Queen. So
Dun,
right
dun,
after
dun.
the queens are giving their judges deliberations, they have to go into the back and they have to rate each other based on their looks and performances for that week. And after all of these points are tallied, the top two are announced and the girls at the bottom are announced. So, however, the top two get the chance to lip sync for the win. And the win comes with money and also the ability to gain immunity.
Dun,
So,
dun,
immunity
dun.
is finally back on Drag Race. And
Since
that is
season 5.
the really big gag because we needed something different, you know? We needed something that was gonna make it feel like okay, like
Drag is back.
and that's when they gagged me. So from the top two this week we have Q and Safira.
And I will say, as someone who has danced and shimmied and shook to this song all throughout that Pride, when that song was released, it's a hard song to figure out a little 1 2 1 2. You know what I mean?
I
It's
realized this from these girls because it wasn't until the end of the song that at least Safira was giving more than she was giving the entire song. And also, you one thing that I already can tell, Q is not a performer. She's gonna give you looks, she's gonna give you everything, but she's not a performer.
I wouldn't say that she's not a performer. I
Girl,
would say more she's not a beehive.
some of the moves that she
Because
was some of the moves that she was giving were not even moves that it doesn't matter what camp you belong to.
describe it to us. How did it look?
Girl, it was from that yada 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 yada. She was doing like this.
I do. I know exactly which clip
You
you're
could have
talking
done
about.
like yada yada yada. Like you could have done so many other things. Like yada yada yada, like
No, blame it. She's blaming it on the edit right now. She's like, I did choreography. They just didn't put that in there.
no, I think that yeah, Q was not made. Not that she wasn't made for performing, but she this wasn't one of her best performances. Safira gave us the iconic splits while she was pouncing, dumping, and bouncing on that motherfucking floor. Her titties even fucking they were flapping so hard that fucking I think her titties broke. Did her titties break? I think they break. I
They
think they
let
broke.
loose. They let loose.
Let loose. So her titties let Lucy the Laduca.
Lucy Latuka right out her chest and was bopping and booping on that fucking stage and
Girl. And
let her to that motherfucking.
it was giving con, it was giving everything, it was giving like let's show it without the music. Put it on mute. Put it on mute.
I mean, if I'm gonna be 100 with you, I really was like
Like, excuse me.
when the boobs hit the stage, that's what made that moment, and especially this part right
Look,
here, right?
look. Go
I
back, go back,
swear,
go
hold
back, go back,
on,
go back,
hold
go back, go
on.
back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. What
Oh,
was she doing?
it's the
What was she
edit.
doing?
I was there.
So
Okay, so she's
we
holding
see
this
we
plate over
see
here.
Safira. She's holding the split. She's giving us body. She's giving us face. She's giving us opulence, but it's not really giving
But
anything.
then we have here, boom, Q is giving us a little bit, she's giving us some lip sync
Pat,
action,
pat, pat,
but she
pat,
wasn't ready.
pat,
She
pat,
wasn't ready
pat,
for the
pat,
bam,
pat, pat,
the pussy
pat.
reveal.
Look what is she doing, Edward? Going around just
You know what it is? You know what the true to this all was Shorty said, listen, I'm on the top two. I spent hours and days and nights and blood, sweat, and tears sewing this suit. I'm not gonna ruin it. And she was not ripping that. She's just like, go ahead, titties,
is she
bounce,
is
take the
she
win.
is she
Bye.
English? Is she English?
It's her. That's her persona, her drag
Her
persona.
drag performance.
When
that's
she's
how
like,
that's how you received it.
exact in my
Exact.
bubble.
That's my new thing for the tug. I'm gonna start saying that's how I received it.
And then what?
And then
And
what?
then what? Well, that's how I received it.
That's how I.
That's how I received.
Well, I give you a chop and a regret because that's how I received it.
Spaghetti straps.
It was pedestrian because that's how I received it.
That's how I received it. And all 2024, all season 3.
So the winner of the lip sync was Safira, and she becomes the first winner of the motherfucking
You know how
RuPaul's
like on Twitter
American Drag Race.
they'd be like, this is like the first person to do, and they have like all these like variables that makes it to be like, this is the first season 16 finale winner, potential client from the South, from this region. Like it's that
Right,
season
right.
where the brackets are about to start on. Oh, this is the first queen to ever be on this episode on the North Hemisphere. And who knows? Because we be breaking these records, and I'm like, who keeps track of this? Who keeps track of it? Shout out to them.
Well, girl, I could
The
tell you.
first to break her breastplate on the stage of RuPaul's Drag Race, season
Oh,
16.
girl, they're about to listen. I'm about to let me see if I can find some right now. I'm about to tell you trivia. Safira attended Eastman School of Music. Safira is
Listeners,
the
we
only
want to hear
listen.
your answer.
Safira is the only contestant to have won the first mini challenge, maxi challenge, and lip sync of the season.
Wow. Already a record.
Already breaking records.
Damn, wait, hold on. She won
Safira,
all 3 things.
Safira is
So
the
she's going home
first.
episode 4.
Safira is the only contestant to have won the mini challenge, the maxi challenge,
Boom.
and the lip sync. Give her tens.
Across the board.
Give her tens. And then take away two, and then she ate again.
She ate. Yeah,
And
she ate
won.
up again. Well,
So excited for the season, Edward?
4. I am.
What do you give this drag race premiere from 1 to 10?
Okay, in itself or compared to last season as well?
No, let just what do you give this premiere overall?
Overall, I'm giving her a A. Like I wasn't as fucking thrilled as I was for last season, but an A.
Yeah, I am gonna agree with you. I think that this is a solid eight. I think that there was certain things that we could have done, and those and I'm gonna specify this: the things that I think we could have done are production based things that I don't even think the queens are in charge of. So I'm not
That's
gonna put
also
that on the queens. I think that we could have had a stronger guest judge as a premiere. I think that while Charlize Theron is iconic for some, she's not iconic to all. And I think that the first premiere. It would have been more gagful if La Roche was the one for the premiere. However, I know that probably La Roche episode is going to be very iconic within itself. So whatever. I think that his
that has to
episode
be
is
the fashion ball.
it has to be the ball
Oh
to
my god!
to bring La Roche and not do it for a ball would have it just makes no sense. Like it needs to be a ball and it needs to be dedicated to Vogue and the
Mhm.
ballroom scene because I feel
That'll
like
be
that
fierce.
is the way of concept
Merging those
and
two worlds.
executing and merging these two worlds of gay culture and gay queer media. La Roche was just on one of the top gay shows, legendary on HBO Max. So where we also had a queen compete on that show and then went on Drag Race France and won. So there's a lot of intersectionalities between
It's
the world. It's
happening.
happening. So I think that for those reasons, I'm gonna give it an A. They could have had a more A-lister um guest judge for the premiere,
Well, I
and
would say she's A-list, but like that fits in these like several pockets.
someone that would have gagged us more. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, she's cute and she's whatever and she's a bad bitch, but I wanted to be more gagged. I
Who was
wanted to be
last
more.
season? Because it's like we went Ariana, we did Nikki.
I forgot who was last season. Oh, Cameron Diaz. No, that was All Stars.
That
What?
was All Stars.
What was? Wait, hold on. Now I need to know.
I think
Now I need.
production's gonna work on that right now.
Now I need to know. What if I'm faster than production?
Let's
Let's see.
see. I've broken the mainframe. Yeah, Roger that. We're on to it.
Oh my God! Season 15 was Ariana Grande. How could we
Okay.
forget?
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, Marsha. She was
Marsha,
fucking
yes.
dragged.
How
Yeah.
could we forget? Season 15 was Ariana Grande.
And then
Like,
13.
okay, girl, hold on.
No,
No, you're gonna skip 14.
yeah, wait, who was 14? No, I think 14 was Nikki, or was Nikki 13?
No,
Nikki was
Nikki
13.
was 12. Nikki was 12 for
Nikki-
Hattie and Closet.
Oh my god, where has the time gone?
Season 14 premiere was Lizzo. You see? Ariana Grande, Lizzo. Let's see who's 13. Let's see who's 13. 13 was one of my favorite seasons. That's the season we met Candy.
13 was a good one. 13 was when I like became like a true Drag Race fan. Like that's when I was like, I remember going to my first drag
Oh,
show viewing
13
party
didn't have a guest judge in the first episode.
all by myself. I was going out.
You heard? 13 didn't have a guest judge in the first episode because remember that they did those lip syncs where the girls were divided into two groups, the pork chop and then the winning.
Yes.
They didn't have a celebrity judge.
And because of COVID, most likely. Oh, Jamal Sims?
Yes. Jamal Sims was in the second episode. I mean, he was there. I don't know. Girl, but Jamal Sims, he has been he's done drag race before. He's not even that gaggy. Season 12 was Nikki, which was another A-lister. Okay, so even from season 12, Nikki, Lizzo, Ariana, Charlize Theron. You couldn't given you couldn't given us Khloe Kardashian, Kylie. I'm talking about they. It has to be. I'm not. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be someone super super gay and super super connected to the culture. Gag me, gag me, gag me with an A-lister. Gag me with an A-lister.
Who would you have wanted to see again?
I'm not saying that it should have been Khloe Kardashian or
No,
any
no,
of the
no, no, no. I'm
Kardashians.
saying like
I'm.
I'm thinking
I would have loved. I would have loved to see Zendaya. You know, I would have loved to see. One of the female rappers, another female rapper, Doja. I would have loved to see. I think Dua Lipa has done it before already, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't have I would want to see Tiana Taylor or Kiki Palmer.
Tiana Kiki Palmer would have been perfect.
Yeah.
She's hot as hell right now. Kiki Palmer would have been perfect. So I would
And
have
she
loved to
just
see.
got an Emmy.
I would have loved to see any of those other girls, or gag the live and make Sasha Colby the first guest judge.
Sasha Kobe should come on as a judge.
Because
Be the first winner.
I feel like she's the first winner of RuPaul's Drag Race that kind of has that.
Well,
Uh,
her Jinx.
what I'm talking about, like winning like their first competition on Drag Race, like Jinx. Like, of course, Jinx is the queen of all queens. Jinx should be coming on as a. If Jinx doesn't get casted, booked as a judge, a guest judge on the fact that Raja was a judge before Jinx was. Girl, Raja has been a judge on Drag Race. Uh, uh, what's her name? Oh my god,
Nikki Doll.
Jada Essence Hall has been a judge on Drag Race. Nikki Doll is a host of a show.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is a host of a show. The fact
Pangina did it the other way around.
Pangina was a guest judge and also a judge, and also then when competed and
Lost her shit too.
lost her shit too. So yeah, they need to book Jinx Monsoon on Drag Race as
Soon.
a guest judge soon. Because she is the queen of all queens. And now why and okay, so
We're
production
funny
no.
tonight.
This is like my last thing before we wrap this up. I want Drag Race. This is the thing that I meant that this is the thing that's missing for me for about Drag Race. And let me know if you agree with this.
Okay.
I need Drag Race to put more of an emphasis on the winning circle and the royalty and the crown and achieving that crown. I think right now it's starting to be a thing where, like, of course, be just making it to the competition and making it to the first episode is like a milestone. But I feel like a lot of girls are joining Drag Race not because they want to win the crown, but just because they want like their big break. They see Drag Race as their big break, and you can see when someone like Sasha Colby, who didn't need Drag Race for her big break, she was competing for that crown. From the first moment, she was competing for that crown. There's a
Absolutely.
there's a level of difference and a level, the energy is different from the drag queens that compete on the show when they're not competing for relevance or popularity, and they're legitimately competing for the
The
crown and
brand.
what it means to be on the RuPaul, and what it means to be part of this, entire like
Absolutely.
history, you know, because I feel like also the show needs to do a little bit more emphasis on that. Why was it that when Raja went on Canada's Drag Race as a guest judge this season,
She went out of drag.
she went out of drag without her crown when she just won Canada's versus the world?
Well, who knows if she even got the crown yet?
According to Spanky on our podcast, if you go back to the Spanky Untucked episode, she didn't get her crown until like a year in. So what's tea? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was introduced as Raja.
No,
No,
just
there was no label like Canada's versus the world winner or reigning queen. None of
well, I
that.
would say that's a wild production, so they need to, yeah,
None of
they can put
that.
that back there.
Why not? Why is there not like intersectionalities between the shows?
I think what they need to do is also, which I've seen so far, but so I'm happy you just mentioned it. The way that they brought Derek Barry back and they brought back Cuckoo on the porch.
Yeah.
Um, I like that.
I
I
like
feel
that
like
too, and that's how you keep the girls alive. Even that's the whole like incentive of Drag Race. That even though you may not win, you can always become
losing
that.
is the new winning.
It is losing when it comes to Drag Race. Losing isn't you winning because you can be brought back and paid for so many things and in so many ways. You just have to depend on the writers to write you into the show. However, I think that they need to do a little bit more emphasis on the whole crown and like winner circle of it all. Like the queens, like like I feel like even with All Stars, like joining the All Star Hall of Fame. Like I feel like when the All Star Hall of Fame first came out, you remember that promo shoot with Chad Michaels and damn Alaska, and they were like, I'm here because we're gonna bring in the new girl, and it was for season 3, when for the season 3 premiere, that they did a whole promo of like the two winning circle girls. Like they're not using the queens as much as they should. I
That's the
feel
one
like
that was like dun 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 dun.
I don't remember the specifics, but it was right. It was they played it at the beginning of the show of the season 3 premiere of All Stars, where
Oh,
where Alaska and Shawn Michaels, the past winners, were doing like basically like a promo. Like, why wasn't Sasha Colby anywhere around this? Anywhere.
it
Like
started
I
with
feel like
her.
I feel like like Miss Universe, like you see when you watch Miss Universe, a pageant, you see that they always bring back the other Miss Universe, and she's involved somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you watch pageants or whenever you watch competitions, the things like that, they always bring back at least the winner. I feel like if you're the winner, you should be put on. And I feel like they don't do that as much as they should.
Agreed. They can do a better job at it.
They could definitely do a better job at it. But with that said, Safira won, and she gained immunity. And
Yes,
next
she
week we have
did.
the second half of the premiere with the other set of queens. So it's a whole nother Meet the Queens next week, and we're gonna be right here on the tug, ready to discuss it. So make sure that you listen to our podcast every week on Spotify and Apple Music and anywhere you can find your podcast. And if you want to watch us, make sure that you go on the Reality Rundowns YouTube channel, because
Click,
that's where you click and what?
like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to comment.
Don't forget to comment and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because that is how you're notified whenever we post a new video and a new episode. Oh my God, look, my headband is coming up, child. It's time to go. Sisters, thank you so much for listening. And Edward, thank you so much for being with me. Production, again, it's been a pleasure. See you next week. Bye. No bars.
Mwah.